Good morning. I am seriously in the best mood. It's Friday morning and I am just psyching myself up to get my workout in because, we're in the Grounds app transformation challenge. And I'm also doing a challenge with Macro Factor, which is the app I use for counting calories and tracking macros and all of the things. I will link both of those down below so that you can check them out. They are fabulous. In any event, I don't have a lot of time. I need to get myself together. So if you see all these little goodies here, I'm about to make my pre-workout. And this is something I've been drinking now for last couple weeks because I'm into my second week of this challenge. And it has been helping me so much because just having like a meal or something before I work out just isn't super the vibe. So I figured out that having this protein shake, but just like amping it up is the way to go. So I'm going to set you down. I'm going to make this. We're going to talk and then I got to get in the gym, but I want to catch you up. So don't go anywhere. So I am currently doing the Grounds app challenge, which goes from January to April, I think it is. And then I'm doing the Macro Factor challenge, which goes from January to April as well. I think it's April, might be end of March. I will have to double check, but so far so good. I feel like there's so much I want to catch you up on, but I have to pace myself so I don't throw like 100 things into one video and then overwhelm me because that's not the vibe I'm going for. Water, ice. Okay, where are we? So I'm gonna do my liquid supplements. This is pretty much my morning smoothie that you've seen me make a gajillion times, except now I'm using a lot of the same components just in a protein shake because, What I really want to do is make sure that I'm maximizing my micronutrients, and that's like the minerals, the vitamins, all of those things. So this shake does a good job of doing that. In addition, like the bonus is that I'm getting the protein that I need, which is fabulous. So I just do all of my liquid supplements. So this gives me a good amount of protein before I get my workout in. It gives me a little bit of fat because I am using some peanut butter in my protein shake. And I just get just all kinds of goodies. So I'm doing like half of a banana, and this has some good carbs. It's going to give me some fuel. I was really in it for the energy because, as you know, I've talked about my struggles with sleep, and when I don't get good sleep, or, as a whole, when we don't get good sleep, it's just really hard to G yourself up and be like, I'm going to go smash out a super difficult workout. Even if it's not a difficult workout, I don't know about you, but I'm just not motivated. And as it is, I don't like working out anyway. So it's a hard sell for me. So there are things on the market like pre-workouts. Those are caffeinated. My body does not do well with caffeine. I just don't. I get super jittery. It makes me feel sick. It's not the way to go for me. So I also just have a really hard time finding a totally clean product that doesn't have like natural flavors or, I can't think of other things, but I really just want to find things that are completely clean, that are not going to inflame me. They're not going to bloat me. They're not going to make me break out. And I feel like I have found the perfect recipe here. So don't fix what's not broken. So far I've done the beet juice powder. I have done barley grass juice powder. I have done some micro C immune powder, some spirulina. This is also really good for energy. I'm going to do a little cinnamon. Cinnamon she's so good for you. I'm using some dulse. I could go on and on. I really could. This is one new thing that I introduced, and this is BCAAs, which is branched chain amino acids. So fantastic. The real reason I started using this is because I just felt like my muscles needed a little help with these more intense workouts that I'm doing in the Grounds app. Because, before I started this challenge, I had been working out consistently, like 4 to 5 days a week for 3 months. 3 months. And so when I started this challenge, I was like, these workouts are longer, they look more intense, and I'm afraid. And I had good reason to be, because day one, I was so sore. Like before the day was over, I felt the immense soreness, and I was like, oh, great day. So the real reason I really wanted to get in with the BCAAs and start adding them is because they are so good for muscle recovery. And that's exactly what I needed. So let me add my peanut butter. I need more. Hello, gorgeous boy. All right, drink done. I need to hustle because I usually drink this like 30 to 45 minutes before my workout just to give it time to get in there and do some things, work some magic. But I'm running behind this morning, so little piece of ice. Ooh. I will say the chocolate TRUVANI powder is really, really great at masking like the dulse, the flavor of the dulse, some of the liquid supplements as well, because some of them are a little on the strong side and I don't like to take them alone. I like to mix them with something, which is why I usually put them in my smoothie. So to put them in here with the chocolate TRUVANI protein powder is just, it's so good. I love it. Also, just that protein powder as a whole, I haven't tried every single flavor, but the ones I have tried, every one of them has been a 10 out of 10, like solid 10 out of 10. I am such a fan. So the real purpose of today is just to catch you up, to tell you how I'm doing on this journey so far, 2 weeks into the Grounds New Year's Transformation Challenge, and you know, the Macro Factor New Year's Challenge as well, which there's not a lot to tell on that one. I've been counting calories and tracking macros now. I'm into like my fourth month, into my fourth month. So not a lot to say there, but that one has a really big prize at the end, which I would love to win, but you know, it's whatever. The Grounds app challenge. Basically what this is 12 weeks. It is a 12-week program and it's meant to be a transformative program. So it's not just your physical body, the exterior that you see and everyone else sees. This is mental, it's emotional, it's, you know, and really it's you. It's like your own journey, but so much goes into this, your level of commitment, the consistency, all of those things really work to transform you. And I will say, like, even after my very first workout, which I recorded and I shared with you, I felt amazing because I went into this so nervous and anxious about the intensity of these workouts, the frequency. I mean, it's 5 days a week. It's really not that bad, but they are more intense than what I was doing on my own for the first 3 months. But I have to say, I am really, really happy that this all played out the way it did. It was very organic in the way it played out. I really feel like if I had attempted to start this kind of 12-week program, this intensity, in October, when I first got back into my health and wellness journey, I don't know that I would have stuck with it because I just feel like I know myself and the level of intensity, the challenge, like this is an intermediate program, I believe is the way it's labeled. And had I started this in October, I feel like I would have felt overwhelmed by it. I would have felt like it was far above my exercise level and I may have quit. And I may have quit altogether because I would have felt discouraged. And that's not a knock on the program at all. It is not. I'm not saying it's a bad program. I'm not saying it's bad for beginners. It was just not what I needed in October when I started or restarted my journey. Starting it now in January, that I am like a few months in, I've laid the groundwork. I built this level of consistency where I even put my workouts into my calendar so that I know my time is blocked off. This is what I'm doing from this time to this time. I'm getting my workout in. I'm going for my walk. I mean, that's a whole different conversation, how I've been staying consistent with these things. But all of that to say, it started off the right way. And I started off with these workouts that were anywhere from 20 minutes to 30, 35 minutes. And I was doing a set routine. So every Monday I knew what I needed to do, every Tuesday and so on. And it just worked really, really well for me. But I watched some of these workouts that Heidi did, Heidi Summers Guzman, who put the Grounds app together. She did a program on her YouTube channel and I watched her do these and I watched her talk about them and they're 16 minutes and I was like, oh my gosh, do I even have it in me? Do I have the energy, the level of energy? And my concern really was, if I start one of these programs or I start this challenge, what about those mornings when I like peel myself out of bed and I am feeling like a zombie because I didn't sleep well the night before? And I said, you know what? I could focus on that, or I could just do my absolute best. And even on those tired days, I can get into the gym and get some movement in. I don't have to lift heavy on those days, but at least I move my body and I make an effort to do something really good and positive for me that's going to boost my mood, that's going to burn some calories, help me to sleep better, hopefully that night, if you know what I mean. So it just 2 weeks in already, I feel so different, even from the first 3 months of doing a program all by myself. It's been incredible. So even if I don't win the challenge, and listen, I want to win the challenge for sure, but even if I don't win, I've already won. I have committed. I have done every single workout so far. I am about to end week 2, and it's just so great. I cannot sing their praises enough. The Grounds app team, putting these programs together, the trainers, the community that they've built, all of the things that they thought to include in the app, and the app just keeps improving all the time. So I promise you, I do not get paid by them. They don't even know I exist. I promise you. I will only ever tell you about things that I truly believe in, things that I use, things that I will stand firmly behind, and this is one of them. So if you're looking for a program, if you're looking for a coach, and it can be expensive to do a coach, like a personal trainer, and it can also be intimidating to go to a gym if you haven't been in a while, or if you've never been and you're like, I don't know what to do. These machines look like a whole different language to me. This app is your answer. You could have trainers and programs and all kinds of goodies in one app, like a one-stop shop, and get everything done and feel magnificent. All of that said, one moment. I have got to drink this. I'm doing a lot of talking. So one of the things I wanted to show you today is, of course, my workout, so you can kind of see how things are progressing and what I am doing. And I will say that so far, I have not done the same exact workout twice. So I know it's only 2 weeks in, that could change, but every day so far has been completely different, which I think is very cool. But I did want to show you a body update so you can just kind of see how my body is progressing. And, if you've been with me and you have been on this journey, then I was struggling. I was struggling a lot with how I was looking and feeling, what the scale was saying. Like, it was just a really hard time. And I'm sorry for all the movement. I feel like we need more light. Much better. Is it much better? I don't know. I hope it is. Okay, let's fix you. There we go. That's not much better. Okay, maybe we do this. We'll see. We'll find the right setup. Okay, so if you've been with me for any amount of time, then at the beginning, I was really struggling. And honestly, I would say for the first 2+ months, 2.5 months, I was having a really hard time just reconciling the number on the scale, reconciling how I was looking in the mirror, because I could see the scale dropping. I could see that I was making great progress in the gym itself with my workouts, and I was lifting heavier, and all of these things were looking right. But then there were the days when I would get on the scale and the number had gone up, sometimes by a couple of pounds because of water retention, or, I'm getting dressed or undressed in front of the mirror and I'm like, what the heck? Like, my body looked exactly the same. Or I took some pictures, or I'm filming a video and I'm looking at the video, and I just had a really hard time mentally the first 2.5 months. I feel so much better now. I just needed to process things. Things are different now than they've ever been in the past when I was doing any kind of health and wellness program. And I've talked about that in other videos, so I will not bore you with all of that. But in any event, I feel like I've really reached a place where I'm feeling so much better as a whole. And while I know I have a long way to go, I have a lot of goals that I want to achieve. I really want to be proud of the work that I have done so far and really just cheer myself on. And I feel like I have reached that place. So even knowing that there is still more that I want to do, I still have fat on this body. It doesn't just go away overnight, but I feel like I've come such a long way. So let me show you where I am today, 4 months in, and we're feeling good. So this is front view right here. This is what things are looking like from the front. And here is arms out. So I still have for sure, like I want to lose all of this or tighten it up or whatever's meant to happen. But let me show you this. Look at that. There is a muscle there. What? There's a crease here. Like I definitely have more bicep now. I have more of a shoulder cap, which is this whole area here. I mean, things are working. Things are working. They're happening. So very excited about that. I first noticed it. I was in the bathroom, like putting my hair up. I did this and I was like, oh my gosh, I have like a crease there. I have an actual bicep. So I know my work, my hard work is paying off. It just took a little bit of time to see it. There's a lot of cushion on this body, if you know what I mean, right? So this front view here, I still have these guys here. I did notice recently you will not be able to see it, I don't think, but there are there's like a little valley here that's starting to show. And I think that's just as I lose more of this fat here, like this midsection fat, that is just going to become more defined. Is that abs? No. I think it's just like my body going back down to its natural shape, what it's supposed to look like without all this extra cushion. So I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see the side view. So this is what the side looks like, and I will step closer so you can see. So definitely still a lot of like midsection going on here, but it's just gonna take time for all of that to go away. I will say, these pants are definitely loose all up here at the top. A lot of changes. So all of this here has definitely slimmed down quite a bit. And I think at this point I have lost, banished, demolished, like 30 pounds? Right around 30 pounds. So very, very exciting. So this is the back. And of course I still have, these handles here, but really everything is it's slimming down. I can see more curvature here. And before it looked far boxier, just, a big rectangle. So it's coming, it's happening slowly but surely. And if you are wondering, these pants are from Athleta. I've had them for a really long time. I'm a huge fan of Athleta. This top is an Alphalete top. And in case you're wondering, I have talked about Heidi Summers Guzman, who is behind the Grounds app. She's behind Buff Bunny. I have worn some Buff Bunny pieces before in videos. If you follow me on Instagram, you've definitely heard me talk about Buff Bunny. But Alphalete is owned and operated by Christian Guzman, who is Heidi's husband. So we are big fans of Alphalete. I love their clothing. My husband loves their clothing, really their activewear. And so this is one of their tops. I don't remember what it's called, but I will link it for you because I love it so much. And I know this is the color Times Square. It's kind of like a rust color. I don't know if that's coming through, but she is fabulous. So I am going to drink the rest of my shake because I am behind schedule. I'm going to get into the gym. I'm going to bring you with me and we will talk more. So let's go. My workout is officially done. You can tell the state of where I am by my hair. I always look like I just came off the playground, but whew, that workout. So the way these workouts are laid out, this program so far, 2 weeks in, and it is 2 leg days, 2 upper body days, and then 1 full body day. And the full body workout tends to be the way they close out the week so far. One of the things I'm loving so much is that they do change it up a lot. That was my foot, sorry. They do change it up a lot. Like I said about the program I was doing before, the first 3 months that I started, October to end of December, I did the same exact thing every single week. Every Monday was the same, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so on. And what I love about this, and I didn't know that I would, is that it is so different. So even though I do some of the same exercises here and there, it's not the same exact day. Mondays don't look the same, Tuesdays don't look the same, if you know what I mean. Today, and pretty much every time I've done one of these grounds workouts, I've done something I either haven't done before or something that I haven't done in a really long time. So it's pushing my body in ways that I wasn't pushing my body before. It's challenging me in new ways. Something else I love is that they offer gym-based workouts and they offer home-based workouts. The home-based are more dumbbells, resistance bands, yoga mat, that type of situation. And then gym-based is, of course, they're assuming you're at the gym and you have access to barbells and a Smith machine, etc. I chose a gym-based program because I am more gym-based than I am home-based. If you are working on an Ox Fit like I am, if you're working on a tonal, something that's like a cable system, then you are more gym-based. I have to be creative with some of the exercises because I don't have the same exact setup. I don't have a Smith machine, so I have to just get creative. I don't have dumbbells, so anytime there's an exercise that calls for dumbbells, I just have to get creative. And it's just challenging me in new ways. I'm loving it so much. The other thing I love is that, I've said this before, they show you exactly how to do every movement. They demonstrate it, so I will show you, for example, if I click on this, you will see that she is demonstrating how to do the dumbbell Romanian deadlift. So I love that about this app. Every single exercise they have a demonstration for, which I love. The other thing is that right here in the exercise, not only is there a demonstration, but down below, there's a written description of what it's supposed to be. So if you're a visual learner, the video will be really helpful for you. If you are more into reading something on your own, you don't need the voice, you don't need the video, then that will help you too. I mean, I feel like they've thought of everything pretty much. So far so good. One of the things that kicks my booty but good is supersets. A superset looks like this. If you look here where it says circuit D1, D2, right here, you see those 2 movements right there in the circuit. Those are meant to be done back to back without a break. That is called a superset. So in this one, it's the dumbbell Romanian deadlift, which you just saw the demonstration for. And then there's a dumbbell sumo deadlift. So what you're supposed to do is you do all of your reps for the dumbbell Romanian deadlift, and then you immediately move over to the dumbbell sumo deadlift, no break in between. Those are challenging because, number one, there is no break at all. That is the most challenging. It is really fatiguing your muscles, but in a really great way. Like, it is pushing you to the freaking limits. I am loving this app so much. I love what the grounds team has done, what Heidi Summers Guzman has done. These women, this team came together and they've created something beautiful for women, and I love it. I am so happy with the way everything has worked out. Like I said earlier in the video, if I had attempted to do this back in October when I was restarting my journey, I don't know that I would have stuck with this or that I would have stuck with anything, because I would have felt overwhelmed just getting back in, trying to balance my sleep, like get all these things in order and situated. But it came at the perfect time. And while my progress has been slow, I'm actually really happy about that, because I really hope that it means I'm going to sustain this for the long haul, which is my goal. I have zero desire to bring back any of the LBs that I have lost, banished, terminated. None. I don't want them. We are not friends. You cannot sit here. You know what I mean? So slow and steady wins the race. I'm happy with it. I'm feeling so good finally in my mind, in my body, in my soul. Everything is just aligning and it's feeling really good. So like I said, I have a really long way to go, but I'm not looking at the end. I'm looking at today and really trying to be in the moment, be intentional with everything, and be so grateful for every single thing. I don't love working out. I have said this before. In fact, I hate it. Dare I say I hate it. I don't wake up in the morning and look forward to a workout. But I have to say, for the first time in probably my life, this period from October to now, I don't hate it like I used to. Now, I almost like semi look forward to it, and that's because I am pushing my body harder than I have before, but in different, really healthy ways. The way I did it before was really taxing on my body. It was taxing on my hormones, my cortisol. I mean, it was a mess. I was a mess. And now things feel so balanced, so organic, so good. My eating is on point. My fitness is on point, everything. And I've said this before and I want to say it again. I might say it in every freaking video, but I encourage you so much to just keep going. If you are on your own journey, if you haven't yet started, please let me motivate you. Let me inspire you to do it. If I can do it, exhausted and fatigued, all the things, I promise you can do it. It's just going to take consistency. It's going to take putting one foot in front of the other. And the first day or the first few days are the absolute hardest, but stick with it, keep going. If you need a little push, a little encouragement, a little rah-rah, come find me. Comment on the videos. Come find me on Instagram. I am on Instagram all the time. I am on stories all the time. I am posting reels and doing all the things. So we are building a beautiful little family here, and just come be part of it. There is only love and abundance of love. So with that, I hope that you enjoyed this update. I hope that, showing you where I am today just helps you to see, like, this is a real body, this chunk, this fat here, it's real. It's real. We're working on it, right? It's a work in progress, but all of this is very real. And I just want to be super transparent with you and just show you where I am. So I really, really, really hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up, you subscribe, and you click that notification bell, because all of that really supports my channel and it means the world to me. I will see you next time. Mwah. Come along, come along.